We are back, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Pain and Gain Pick'ems. The return. It has been a long...
Toilet paper!
Really?
It's been a long time.
Anyway, folks, we are starting brand new season of Pain and Gain Pick'ems. Season 3, Episode 1. And this is covering our 2017 NFL predictions and our Week 1 predictions. So, folks, thank you all for joining us tonight. We got a great show planned for you guys. Introduce yourselves, guys. Get yourselves a little acquainted to the audience real quick.
YouTube, what's good? Episode here back with another video on LC Muscle's channel. Ready to talk about some football. It's Week 1 of the 2017 NFL season. Football is back, ladies and gentlemen. We are back. Let's get up this show on the road. Who's next?
Hello, everybody. My name is Luke Newcomb. You can see me on my channel, Luke Newcomb Movie Reviews. I review movies, good and bad. And I'm here on the Pick'em show just saying that I really hope that the New England Patriots is no longer the Alabama Crimson Tide, because if they repeat their season with a Super Bowl win, I will quit watching football. No, I'm kidding.
No, stop it.
No, I'm kidding.
Fuck the Patriots. Don't worry, we'll get into that a little bit.
Go Ravens.
And hey, I'm Steve K, Steve Charisma. You know my YouTube channel, and welcome back to the Pain and Gain Pick'ems once again with your great commentators and prediction people, Alex Putnam, Maypizzle90, Luke Newcomb, and Al Shea Muscles, toilet paper loving Mr. Lucas, and me, yours truly. We're going to predict our season 1, our week 1, excuse me, you know the way around. Week 1 picks. Yeah. Not best or worst, you know, like how I always fuck up every time, but let's just get right into this and do our predictions, shall we? Let's get on with the road.
All right, so before we get into Week 1 NFL picks, we're going to go into our 2017 NFL predictions. This is official predictions for all the teams. We're going to predict their records, and we're going to do playoffs as well. So, starting out, we're going to go into the NFC, and we're going to start off with the NFC North. What are your guys' picks for the NFC North?
My picks for the NFC North, my thing is that I think who's going to lead the NFC North is the Green Bay Packers. Yeah. Second place would go to Minnesota Vikings, Detroit, and Chicago will be tied for dead last. Green Bay, I suggest, will have, like, at best, between an 11-5 and 12-4 record. Minnesota will probably have, like, a 9-7, 10-6 record. Chicago Bears, 4-12, and Detroit, maybe 7-9.
Wow. Mine was actually pretty close to yours, Luke.
Really?
It was actually pretty close because I had Green Bay going 12-4. Minnesota going 9-7, Detroit 6-10, and Chicago Bears 4-12.
I cannot believe that.
Yeah,
Steve.
I pretty much have to agree with that as well. My first place is the Green Bay Packers. Mine is 11-5 though. Second place is the Minnesota Vikings with a record of 9-7. Third place goes to the Detroit Lions, 6-10, and last place, the Bears, because they've been stinking so long, 5-11.
I got the Packers at 12-4, the Vikings at 9-7, the Lions at 7-9, and the Bears at 4-12.
How about that?
How about that? We pretty much got we're all in the same boat for the NFC North. But next, let's go to the NFC East, shall we?
Oh, fuck.
Go East.
It's sad because the Chicago Bears have never been in the playoffs since, like, 2006. That
was the last time. No, 2010 was the last time.
Oh, yeah, 2010.
Because they almost
won the Super Bowl
that year.
And who was their quarterback?
Jay Cutler.
I got confused with Rex Grossman and Jay.
That was 2006. Jay Cutler was there in 2010, I think.
I know. I was just talking about the Super Bowl. But anyways.
All right, NFC least. I'm gonna go. Let's see. I have the Cowboys winning the division pretty precisely. I think they're gonna be in the division. I'm thinking they're gonna go 11-5. Second place will be the New York Giants. I think they're gonna be coming up a little bit. They're gonna be they're gonna be quite all right. I think they're gonna be 10-6. Philadelphia Eagles will come in third place. They're not quite there yet. They'll be 8-8. And the Washington Redskins come in at 6-10.
Wow.
Do I have to go next? Okay. So what I have at number 1 is Dick Prescott and Ejaculate Elliott's team at number 1.
Wow.
Dick Prescott.
Well, that was great.
And Ejaculate Elliott at number 1. And certainly they are going to be 10-6 because they're a bunch of fucking jabronis who will never reach the Super Bowl.
Jabronis.
It's the Croc.
And number 2, I'm going to say the New York Giants. And they're going to have the same record as the Dallas Cowboys. And Philadelphia will fall behind at 7-9, while Washington will be at 6-10.
Now I'm going to go with my most surprising prediction. So I want to keep the order though of Alex, Luke, then me, then Steve. But back to what I was saying, I actually am going to say the Eagles win the division this year.
What?
Oh my God!
Really?
Here's what I'm thinking. The Eagles' offense is going to be much better than it was last season. You got the offensive upgrade and LeGarrette Blount as your running back. That is going to be huge. You got Alshon Jeffrey, the receiving game. That is going to really help. You got a very good young defense. Derek Barnett is turning out to be a really good young defense end for the Eagles. Their secondary got a lot better with Ronald Darby. I think with Ezekiel Elliott's suspension, it's going to kill the Cowboys' momentum from weeks 2 to 8. It's going to kill their momentum. So I got the Eagles going 10-6 and win the division.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
I got them winning division. I got the New York Giants at 9-7. I got the Cowboys at 9-7. They'll both tie at 9-7, and then the Washington Redskins go 6-10.
Steve?
Interesting, but now I have a funny predicament too for this, but this is like nothing like Lucas's. I have the Cowboys in first place with a record of 11-5, but for second place, I'm going with the Redskins.
Wow.
I think it's going to be a close. I think it's going to be a close battle with them and the Giants. So I say Redskins about 9-7, and the Giants 8-8, and Eagles 6-10. Even though that they got Torrey Smith, who almost with Philadelphia, and do the best you can.
All right.
We need Torrey Smith more than anybody.
Yes.
Probably the most predictable division, other than NFC North, is probably the most predictable division. The NFC West is up next.
Go West!
And can I get something off my chest real quick?
Yeah.
You know how, like, it's funny because Roger Goodell and the entire NFL staff have been saying that Dallas Cowboys is America's team, yet they have never reached a Super Bowl in, like, more than 2 decades.
They haven't reached a Super Bowl since
In the 90s.
Exactly.
It's been since the 90s.
It's embarrassing.
Yeah. All right, NFC West.
Mm-hmm.
Is that NFC West, Lucas?
Yep, NFC West we're going over.
I think the winners of this division is going to be obvious. Seattle Seahawks at 10-6. I think they will be the 4th seed in the playoffs. Second place in this division will be the Arizona Cardinals. They will be 8-8. Los Angeles Rams will be 5-11. And the San Francisco 49ers will be 2-14.
Oh, wow.
Right. Okay, so obviously we have the Seattle Seahawks going at first place. I have them at 11-5. Then I have the Arizona Cardinals at 9-7. I then have the Los Angeles Rams at a fair 6-10, and then I have the San Francisco 69ers at 2-14.
69.
There you go.
69ers. That's good. I like that. So mine is actually going to be another shocking prediction for you guys. For me, the Seattle Seahawks will be the number 1 seed this year. 13-3.
Oh,
Here's my thing, though. I think this will be their last year that they're going to really be a contender with that defense. I think this is their last year, and I think they know that too. This is their last year they could really contend with the defense they have. So I think they're going in all in this year. I think their schedule is pretty favorable. Like, don't get me wrong, they do have I think they will suffer some losses early. Like, I think they'll probably lose against the Packers. We'll get to that a little bit, but they will have a tough stretch. But I think the Seahawks do have a pretty favorable schedule this year, and I honestly think they could go 13-3. Like, just from what I'm looking at right now. After Green Bay, they got a really favorable schedule, like really favorable until they play the Giants, then play the Falcons, and then maybe the Cowboys later on the road might give them trouble. But I honestly really don't see – and the Eagles too, but I really don't see many teams giving them that much trouble, honestly, this year. So 13-3 for the Seahawks for me. Cardinals at 9-7. The Los Angeles Rams at 7-9. And the San Francisco 49ers at 4-12. In the words of Jeff Fisher, we're gonna have I don't want another fucking 7-9 season, but yep, you're gonna get it again, Rams.
tough shit.
All right, Steve, what do you have to say?
First of all, can everybody hear me okay?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, my internet took a crap. Anyway, so where are we? NFC West?
West.
Thank you.
Yes.
Okay, so for first place, I have the Seattle Seahawks as well, 11-5. Second place, Arizona Cardinals, 10-6. Third place, the La Rams, 8-8 for them. I don't see them getting the 7-9 record this year. And last place, San Francisco 49ers, 4-12.
It's kind of realistic for the 49ers. Because it does start with a 4.
It's been that way. I mean, if they had John or Jim Harbaugh back, whoever, it'd probably help.
Well, he's over at the
help. And I think their offense will definitely be underrated, but I just think their defense is pretty bad. That's the problem with the 49ers. Their defense is pretty shit. Their offense, though, will definitely be improved.
Their defense used to be. Yeah.
Last but not least, we got the NFC South.
Oh, yeah.
Go
My
ahead.
shocking. All right, here comes my shocking pick of this this whole shindig.
Really?
First place, believe it or not, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Really?
Wow.
Yes.
Why?
Tampa Bay Buccaneers, because I think this is the most competitive division. I think these teams are going to be very, very competitive this season. This is going to be the division to watch for. I think the Buccaneers are coming up. They're coming up. They got a very stacked roster. Jameis Winston is going to be the MVP this year, I think. And I think they're going to go 10-6. Second place is last year's Super Bowl runner-up, the Atlanta Falcons. They also end in 10-6. Place will be the Carolina Panthers. They will be 9-7. And last place will be the New Orleans Saints at 6-10.
Luke Newcomb. Hello, Luke. Still there?
Uh-oh.
We might have lost Luke.
Hello.
Oh, boy.
Hello.
Anybody home? Think McFly.
All right, I'll wait for Luke. We'll wait for Luke to come back. So I'm going to get back into my prediction real quick.
Oh, there are you.
Okay. There you are.
I think.
Luke. We'll just wait for him to come back, though. We'll just hold off on Luke for a moment. But I'm going to go into my predictions real quick for the NFC South. Oh, there you go. There's Luke. He's going to pop up.
I'm sorry, the internet's such a pain in the ass.
Oh, shit. No worries, man.
But it's college.
I hear you.
It's college.
Yeah, but okay. So what I have at the NFC South is that I'm gonna have it's gonna be a tie between the New Orleans Saints and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers at towards the number one spot. Um, most likely I'll lean towards the New Orleans Saints. I think Drew Brees. It's been a long time since he's ever gotten into a divisional spot or in a playoff area.
Mhm.
But I think it's about time for him that he finally makes it there. Tampa Bay, I will have at second place. Oh, and by the way, New Orleans Saints, I'll say 10-6. Tampa Bay, I'd say 9-7. At the Atlanta fuck ups, I'll go with 9-7, and the Carolina Panthers, I'll go with 6-10.
Wow, the Panthers won 6-10. That's pretty crazy.
Interesting.
For me, I got the Atlanta Falcons finishing at 12-4. I got the Buccaneers at 10-6. I have the Panthers at 8-8, and then I have the Saints at 6-10. Unfortunately,
Yeah.
because here's my thing: I just think the defense for the Saints is really going to hurt them this year. Unfortunately,
I know. But
that's how
I mean,
that's
look
how.
at- yeah, I'm sorry.
No worries, you're good. Steve, what you got?
Well, I almost have a similar record like what you predicted for the South. I have the Falcons in first place as well, 12-4 as well. Second place, the Buccaneers at 11-5. The Carolina Panthers at 9-7, and the New Orleans Saints at 5-11. I mean,
Wow.
Breeze is getting up there. I mean, he can still throw the ball, though. I mean, I still think they're a pretty good team, but I just think this is not going to be their year. I mean, this going to be a little disappointing season for them. But there you go.
Mhm.
So yeah, that is going to be the NFC. So with the NFC, what are your guys' orders? I'm going to do mine real quick. For the orders, I have the Seahawks, the Packers, the Falcons, and the Eagles as my top 4 seeds. And my wild card teams are the Buccaneers and the New York Giants.
All right, so I'm gonna have Dallas, Green Bay, and the Saints and the Seahawks on like the divisional round. The wild card, I'd say the Giants, the Buccaneers, and is there more than
So-
4 wild cards?
So I think it's 2 wild card teams and 4 divisional winners.
Okay, so for me, I'd say the Vikings and the Giants.
All right, Vikings and Giants. Nice. Alex?
Okay. All right. Number 1 seed, Green Bay Packers. 3 seed, Tampa Bay Buccaneers. 4th seed, Seattle Seahawks. 5th seed, Atlanta Falcons. And 6th seed, New York Giants.
Nice. Steve Charisma.
All right. Seeds, the Cowboys for the first one. The second one, Packers. Third, Falcons. And fourth, Seahawks for the wild card. Panthers and Buccaneers.
Nice. Very nice. Now let's go into the AFC. Starting out with the AFC North.
Do we have to start with this first?
Fine, we'll lower the last. I just want to get I wanted to get out of the way, but
Away.
all right.
Yeah, really.
Starting out, Alex. Go ahead.
It's amazing. Oh, I think it's pretty obvious. Damn it, unfortunately. Pittsburgh Steelers go 11-5. Not so close behind. I think the Baltimore Ravens come in 10-6. Flacco's going to be healthy, and I think they'll be all right. Third place will be the Bengals at 8-8. Hopefully, finally, Marvin Lewis gets the can because he's been a coach for how long and hasn't
Hopefully,
done
he
shit.
sucks dick, dude.
Like,
He's horrible.
early two early 2000s. Something's been with the Bengals.
Early 2000s. And last but not least, dumpster fire.
Dumpster fire.
3-13.
Wow, really? 3-13. Damn. Luke Newcomb.
Ravens going in at number 1. I don't care what anybody says. The Ravens are going at number 1 seed. Actually, I'm kidding, but that's too unreal. But the Baltimore Ravens are going to be number 1 ranking. They are going to go in at a pretty decent record, 11-5 or 10-6. And the Pittsburgh Steelers are going to go in 9-7 or 8-8. The Bengals are going to go in 6-10, and the Cleveland Brown, or should I say the Green Bay, or like the Green Bay, the Cleveland Brown piles of shit, 4-12.
Mine is actually pretty funny. I have the Steelers at 12-4. No, obvious there. Ravens at 8-8. The Cleveland Browns are in third place at 5-11, and the Cincinnati Bengals at 4-12. Yep, I'm calling right now. Why? Here's why.
Because you're on
drugs. The Browns have a better offensive line than the Bengals. Have one of the worst offensive lines in the entire NFL.
Because cocaine is a hell of a drug.
Worst in the league. Their offense can only do so much, but once their offensive line breaks down, Andy Dalton's going to get destroyed. And last year, he was the second most sacked quarterback in the entire league last year. This year is going to be number 1 by a mile. Andrew Luck's team will come in close, but we'll talk about the Colts in a little bit. So, Steve, what do you have to say?
That's a funny prediction there that you got there, but there's nothing funny about this one because, unfortunately, I have the Steelers in first place, which I'm not satisfied with, but I have to go with that.
God diggity dang it.
Well, it's yeah.
How can you do this to your team, Steve?
Hey, well, I'll get into it in a second, but anyway, I have them in first place, 11-5, but the Ravens right behind, 10-6 for second place. Even though Flacco has missed the preseason, and he's going to be all right for the season, I think he'll be all right. And we got new people like Danny Woodhead. We got Tony Jefferson, I believe, and
Macklin.
Yep.
Marlon Humphrey.
Macklin. So many new people here on the roster. Some of them that have even have left, like Dennis Pitta for one, because of too many injuries, and Crockett Gilmore being out for the season, along with many others, such as Albert McClellan and a couple others. But that should be no problem because we got plenty of young people there, including our veteran linebackers, such as C.J. Mosley and Terrell Suggs. And nose tackle.
Also Hard University.
Yes, thank you. And Brandon Williams as well at tackle, another great player. And Mr. Legatron, the kicker himself, Justin Tucker. So there you go. And for third place, the Cincinnati.
Wait, Steve.
What?
Do you guys still have Doomerville, dumbass?
Oh, Doomerville? No, he's with the 69ers.
Oh, thank God.
We got Bowser instead.
So good riz, Coke. So let me just say that he has truly left the building. Good. So we got the Bengals in third place for me, 7-9, and Cleveland Browns 4-12.
Okay, yeah, like you said something about Dennis Pitta. That motherfucker is like a toothpick. When he like slams his like body on the ground, he just snaps in half, and he's like, "Oh, out for season."
No, I thought it was something funny. He steps on a tumbleweed, tears his ACL.
Yeah, I mean, Dennis Pitta, no disrespect towards you. You're an amazing tight end, but quit doing these freaking injuries, man.
No, it's same. It's just like Tony Romo, pretty much.
Well, I'm not gonna be mean about him, man. I met the guy.
No, I'm not trying to be either. It's all good fun.
Yeah, I met the guy in 2012 when he was, coming around with the Ravens, and he was a very nice guy. And I wish him, nothing but the best. But he had some good years, but the injuries just took too much of him. But we got good players, but I wish him the best. So there you go.
Absolutely.
Next up is the AFC East.
Oh,
boy.
I think it's obviously number one is going to be
Let's just all just get it over with.
Say
Yeah,
1,
let's,
2, 3.
Patriots.
The Nazis.
The New England Nazis, exactly. But my record for them is 12-4. I think they're 12-4.
I say 13-3.
12-4.
12-4.
13-3.
I think losing Julian Edelman is going to hurt them pretty much. It's going to hurt them pretty badly.
A little, but they got a lot
Go
of
ahead.
young players on there that can help out.
Yeah, they got
True.
Brandon. They got Brandon Cooks. They traded for Set.
Got
Hogan. We got Gronk.
Yep.
They got Gronk.
Hogan.
Yeah, so I think they're going to go 13-3. Second place. Why are we playing a 16 straight game season?
Straight games, that's bullshit.
16 straight
Fuck you,
games
Roger
because of
Goodell.
freaking
Fuck you.
Hurricane Irma. Doesn't matter because we're still going to be second place in the division. At 10-6, the Miami Dolphins. Third place will be the Buffalo Bills at 7-9. Surprise, ladies and gentlemen. I think it's going to happen. Detroit, 2009 or 2008, Detroit Lions will have some company because I think the Jets will go winless. The Jets are going to go winless this season.
16 Jets.
They are garbage.
Garbage.
And they'll get the first-round pick and waste it on Sam Darnold because they're morons and don't know what they're doing because they should pick Josh Allen.
Josh Allen will be a star while Sam Darnold's going to be a bust.
When's the last time they picked the USC quarterback? Oh, that's right, Mark Sanchez, butt fumble.
Butt fumble.
But knowing, he's with the Cowboys.
He's not playing.
No, I'm sorry, he's with the Bears now.
Oh yeah, he's with the Bears.
Oh yeah, he's
the Bears now. He'll get a start.
But knowing the Jets, they'll probably pick a defensive player first round, first pick overall, because gangrene. There you go. So that's my pick for the AFC East.
Luke, what's your
list?
Well, obviously, I'm gonna have the Patriots at number 1. God, I fucking hate the Patriots.
Trust me, you have no idea.
Anyways, at second place, I have the Dolphins. Fins up at 10-6. I have the Buffalo Bills at I think 6-10 or 7-9, and I have the New York Jets at 1-15.
I'm gonna be on the same page with you, Luke, for the Bills and Jets, but the Dolphins I have them at 9-7, but still they were pretty accurate. But hey, here's the thing though, Alex, calm down. They're still my 6th.
Don't tell me to calm down.
They're 6th seed. I'm still having to go to the playoffs. Calm down.
All right,
still be better than
62.
All right, so Steve, yeah,
moving on.
Well, first place, no surprise. And by the way, this is a very good game, but even though it has this guy on the cover,
Is there? Hey, can you do like
Hopefully Manicures happens. Please Manicures. One time we want the Manicures to happen.
Can you put the right to censor over his face? Logo over his face.
That's a good idea, though. Yeah. First place, the Brady Bunch, 12-4. Second place, Fins Up Dolphins, 9-7. Third place, Buffalo Bills, 8-8, and last place, the Jets. Honestly, I don't see them going winless though, but I'd say 2-14 for them.
Still be complete shit.
Of course.
Next up is probably the toughest division to pick, the AFC West.
Not for me at least. I don't think.
I don't think so for me either.
I don't
AFC
think so.
West.
For some people, maybe, but not.
We'll have to see.
Raiders. I think this is there. Well, let's say that again. Is this their last season in Oakland?
No, next year is. Next year's their last
Next
season
year
in Oakland.
is. Okay.
Where are they going to be now?
Las Vegas.
They're still in Oakland. They're going to be in Vegas.
Now they're going to Vegas Raiders.
They're going to play in UNLV for 1 year, UNLV Stadium for 1 year. Then they're going to play in a brand new Las Vegas Stadium. You know what I've been hearing the name is going to be? what I've been hearing, one of the names I heard is there's a couple of names I heard about, but one of them is the Caesars Palace Stadium. The Caesars Palace Stadium is what.
What about the Snickers Dome?
That would be stupid. I heard about there was one of them was Caesars Palace. The other was
Sprint Field, where there's no coverage at all.
Damn it, that was fucking perfect. Wow, that's actually really funny. That's brilliant. Brilliant.
Sprint.
Brilliant.
But anyways, I was sorry to distract you. But
all right. So, anyways, last year I think the Raiders did pretty well. I think they're going to win the division this year. I see them going 12-4. Second place, I see the Kansas City Chiefs, and I think they're going to have the 5th seed overall. They're going to be 11-5. This will be the Denver Broncos. I really don't see them doing much of anything, even though they have that amazing defense. Defense doesn't win games, offense does. But defense wins championships, but this isn't a championship. This is regular season football. We're talking, I think 6-10. Not least, the Los Angeles Chargers.
Really? Shit. Yeah, I'm just like surprised about that.
Los Angeles Chargers 4-12.
I know Romy's gonna watch this and put my picture on. Like, God damn it! All right, Luke, what's your picks?
Okay, at number 1, I say Ice Cube's team, the Oakland Raiders. And
just win, baby.
Yeah. And then Oakland Raiders I have at 11-5, very good record. I then have the Kansas City Chiefs and the Denver Broncos tied at 9-7. I then have the Los Angeles Chargers at 5-11.
Nice. For me, I got the Oakland Raiders going 11-5. I got the Denver Broncos going 10-6. I have the Kansas City Chiefs going 9-7, and I have the Chargers going 7-9. I think the Broncos' offense will just be just a bit better than Kansas City's. But the problem is, though, the Broncos do have the toughest. Both of them have the 2 toughest schedules in the league. Both go to the Raiders and Chiefs. Broncos and Chiefs, I mean. So that's going to be interesting to see at least who gets that 5th spot. But we'll see. Steve, what do you got?
I got the Raiders in first place as well, 11-5. Second place, the Kansas City Chiefs, 9-7. Third place, the Broncos at 8-8, and last place, the newly Los Angeles Chargers at 7-9.
Right around where I'm thinking that for the Chargers.
They should still be in San Diego.
They should still be in San Diego, but Dean Spanos is a freaking money whore, pretty much. He's
so is Dean Pease. Isn't that right, Luke Newcomb?
Yeah.
Team. Oh, God. Anyway, that's a different while ago. Last but not least, the AFC South.
AFC South. Here's another surprise for you guys. I'm going to go on a little surprise for y'all. Number 1 seed, or not number 1 overall, but first place in the division, I have the Tennessee Titans.
That's what I have at number 1.
I do too.
Division, because Marcus Mariota is going to be a beast this year. I see them going 11-5. Second place will be the Houston Texans at 9-7. Third, Apples Colts at 6-10. And last place will be the Kitty Cats, 5-11.
Jaguars.
All right. With Tennessee Titans, I have them at number 1. They will be going, I'm going to say 10-6 or 11-5. The Houston Texans, I say 8-8. The Indianapolis Colts, I'd say 6-10. And the Jacksonville Jackasses at 3-13.
Jacksonville Jackass. That's actually pretty clever.
Yeah.
Right, Johnny Knoxville, jackass.
My name's Johnny Knoxville, and this is Jackass.
Oh, wait.
All right.
Oh, God. All right, so me, I have the Tennessee Titans I have at 10-6. The Houston Texans at 8-8. The Jaguars at 6-10, and the Colts at 6-10.
Wait, you have the Jaguars
Third.
The Colts, yes,
third
by a
place?
tiebreaker, but they both have the same record.
Interesting.
The Colts and the Bengals have the two worst offensive lines in the league. That's maybe one of the main things I follow a lot, especially with how Andrew Luck's been playing and how he's been getting hurt. The team, Andrew Luck's good. The rest of the team sucks. Very much how it is.
Yeah.
Yep.
Steve, what do you have for the AFC South?
First place, yeah, definitely the Tennessee Titans. 10-6 for them. Second place, Texans, 9-7. Third place, Colts, 7-9, and last place, Jaguars, 5-11.
All right, so our seeds. Mine is Steelers 1, Patriots 2, Raiders 3, Titans 4, Broncos 5, and Dolphins 6. The reason why they picked the Steelers to be number 1, they'll win against New England Week 15 at home. That's the only reason why I see the tiebreaker happen.
Okay. Well, I'm going to say number 1 seed Patriots, 2 seed Raiders, 3rd seed Steelers, 4th seed Titans, 5th seed Dolphins. Oh, wait, no, sorry. Sorry, reverse it. Thank you. Let's do this again. 1st seed Patriots, Raiders, 3rd seed Titans, there's 5th seed Chiefs, Dolphins.
Interesting, to say the least. Luke Nukem, what do you have?
Okay. New England 1, Oakland 2, Baltimore 3, Titans 4, and Pittsburgh 5, and Chiefs or I'd say Chiefs or the Dolphins at 6th place.
Interesting. Steve, what do you have?
Number 1, the Raiders. Number 2, the Steelers.
Oh,
yeah.
Wow.
Oh, wait a minute. Where am I going? Oh, shoot. I messed up. I'm sorry. All right.
I 11-5.
Nope.
I made a mistake. All right. Number 1, Patriots. Number 2, Raiders. Number 3, Steelers. Number 4, Titans. Number 5, Ravens. And 6, Dolphins.
All right.
Oh, you have us going to Pittsburgh again.
Alex will be like, oh, man.
It's okay. This time we'll have Jay Cutler, and we will kick your ass.
We'll see about that. So we're going to go into playoff predictions real quick. So I have my first-round matchups as the Giants versus the Packers, the Buccaneers versus the Eagles, the Dolphins at the Titans, and the Broncos at the Raiders. For my picks for those games real quick, I'm just going to go real quick with mine. I have the Packers over the Giants. Finally, I have the Buccaneers over the Eagles. I have the Titans over the Dolphins, and I have the Raiders over the Broncos. I'm sorry, Alex. I'm sorry. They'll at least be making the playoffs, but playing 17 games in a row is kind of tough. You know what I mean? Boom. What's your guys' wild cards look like?
Wild card. Number 1. All right, here's what I have. Well, I have the 3rd-seeded Titans against the 6th-seeded Dolphins. 5th or against the 5th-seeded Chiefs. Falcons versus Seahawks, and Giants versus Buccaneers. Winner of that was matchups will be the Dolphins will beat the Titans in Tennessee, I think. I think the Chiefs will beat the Steelers in Pittsburgh. I have the Seahawks beating the Falcons in Seattle. So no Super Bowl rematch this year, unfortunately. And I have the Buccaneers beating the New York Football Giants.
That's possible.
That's my wild card.
Who do you have for your wild card, Luke?
I gotta retrack back what I had at the wild card.
I think you had the Patriots, the Ravens.
No, I had the okay. No, okay. Okay, I got it. So I will have the Ravens. I will have the Ravens versus the Dolphins, and then I would have the Titans versus the Pittsburgh Steelers, and then I would have the New York Giants. I would have the New York Giants against the New Orleans Saints, and I would have the Minnesota Vikings probably against Seattle or Philadelphia, whatever I had the
NFC East winner, the Cowboys.
No, I think I had Cowboy. I don't.
Yeah, I think you had the Cowboys win the division. I think you had the Giants being second place.
Yeah, Giants being second place.
The Cowboys were first for, I think, from what I remember you said.
Yeah. So I'll probably have like Vikings versus the Vikings against the Seahawks. Why not?
So yeah, the Cowboys and Packers are top. So, okay, I just wanted to make sure. All right.
Yeah, Cowboys and Packers are top.
All right.
So for me, Ravens will defeat the Miami Dolphins, and the Titans will beat the Steelers.
Ooh, yeah, I love it.
Up.
I love it.
Okay, and then I will have the New York Giants beating the Saints, and then I will have the Minnesota Vikings losing to Seattle.
Ooh.
Okay.
Very interesting. Charisma.
What? What?
Dave,
I knew what I was going to say.
Yeah.
you got your wild card picks ready?
Help me out a little bit here too. I forgot.
No worries. I think you had the Patriots, the Raiders. Yeah, the Patriots, Raiders,
Steelers,
and the Titans. Steelers and Titans were 3, Titans were 4. I think you had the Dolphins at 6 seed. I think you had the Broncos.
No, you had the Ravens.
At 5.
Oh, yeah, the Ravens. My bad. The Ravens is 5.
Right.
So it'd be Ravens and Titans against the Ravens. It'd be the Steelers versus the Dolphins again.
Yeah.
Where'd Alex go? Alex must have left. And then for your NFC, I think it was I think that you just had the Cowboys.
Wait a minute.
Cowboys.
For NFC, I said Cowboys, Packers. I think Falcons and Seahawks. Just that way. I think.
So the Falcons, Seahawks would be your wild card teams. And then who's your wild card out of those?
I think I said. I think I said Redskins and Vikings, or I forgot what team it was.
I think it was Reds. Yeah, it was Redskins and Vikings. You're right.
Okay.
Let's go with that.
Yeah, just do that. Okay. So whatever the one I said, the Redskins would face the
Redskins against Seahawks.
Yeah, the Redskins and Seahawks.
What?
And the other one, which was the Vikings and
the Falcons.
Falcons.
Okay, so I guess I'll start with the AFC wild card first. So Ravens and Titans, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
I would definitely choose the Ravens over the Titans. Final score, 23-20, very close game. And for the other one, Pittsburgh and Miami. That'd be a good match, in my opinion. I mean, but I think it'd be an awfully close game. But sorry to say, Lucas, but I think it would go in favor to the Dolphins, 27-23.
Boom!
Fence up.
And for the NFC, the first one, which would be Redskins and what team was it? Sorry.
Redskins and I think it was the Redskins and the
Seahawks.
Redskins and Seahawks.
Redskins and who? Sorry.
Yeah,
Redskins and the Seahawks.
It's Redskins and Seahawks. Seahawks definitely 27 to 17, and last the Vikings and
Falcons.
Falcons 26 to 17.
All right.
Okay.
Now we can go
Divisional
over
round.
divisional round picks.
Division.
Divisional round for me, I have the Packers versus the Falcons and the Buccaneers versus the Seahawks. And for my AFC, I have the Raiders versus the Patriots and the Titans versus the Steelers. For me,
Come on. Get it over with.
people are going to be surprised about this. Okay, so first off, I got the Falcons beating the Packers. And I have the Seahawks beating the Buccaneers. I have the Steelers beating the Titans and the Raiders beating the Patriots. That's right. The Raiders go into New England and beat them.
Nice.
And the reason why they win, a Sebastian Janikowski field goal in overtime. They win the game and beat the Patriots. And the crying Jordans all over the New England Patriots fans would be so great to see that. So the Madden curse was the Madden curse. I hope this year is the Patriots not going back to the Super Bowl. That's my hope, because I think when it was Drew Brees, I think when he was on the cover, his team lost the first round for their loss of playoff game instead of having a really bad injury. So that's what I think is going to happen for my divisional round. Alex, what is yours?
Okay, for the AFC, we're going to have two, not one, but two divisional matchups. Each other 3 times in a year. First up, the Patriots and the Chiefs versus the Raiders. And for those matchups, I have the Patriots beating the Dolphins, unfortunately. Raiders beating the Chiefs. So it's going to be Raiders versus Patriots in the AFC for me. As for the NFC, Seahawks, the Packers, and the Buccaneers against the Cowboys. Matchup, I have the Seahawks beating the Packers and the Cowboys beating the Bucs. The Seahawks and the Cowboys.
All right, Luke Nukem.
All right, so I'll start with the NFC. I have the Green Bay Packers against the Seattle Seahawks. And then I will have the Dallas Cowboys against the New York Giants. And like always in every other game, the New York Giants will beat the Dallas Cowboys. And the Seattle Seahawks, it's going to be a tough game, but Seattle Seahawks may pull off against Green Bay. And so for the AFC, I would have the New England Patriots against the Tennessee Titans and the Baltimore Ravens against the Raiders. So what I would have is, as Edge always put it, the Raiders are going to get curb stomped by the Baltimore Ravens. And so, and the New England Patriots, of course, will defeat the Tennessee Titans, leading it to a classic AFC Championship game.
Steve Charisma, what's your divisional rankings?
All right, so a little help once again for
You got the Patriots and Raiders as your top 2 seeds, and
Yes.
the Packers and the Cowboys and the Packers as your top 2 seeds. Yes.
All right, so I guess start with that one, I guess. So what's the first one? It's the
Honestly, I think you had the Seahawks winning against the Redskins. And I think you had the
Ravens beating the Titans.
right.
Yeah, so it was the Ravens and the Patriots. Wait, no, that's the Ravens Patriots. Wait.
Still trying to learn playoffs here. I mean,
No worries, you're good. I'm going to help you out with it.
Yeah, please.
I think you had it should be Ravens Patriots and should be Raiders versus Raiders versus Steelers. Oh no, sorry. Dolphins versus Patriots and Ravens versus the Raiders for your AFC.
All right, so I'll start the AFC first. So Ravens and Raiders, I guess, for that. Now this would be a good matchup. I think we faced them. I think we faced them last year or so.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
In Oakland.
Yes. I think we lost that one. So, this would be a good matchup to see. I mean, be a pretty close one, but in favor, I gotta go with the Ravens. Final score, 26-23, coming down to a Justin Tucker field goal. And the other one, which was for the AFC, Steelers and
Patriots.
Patriots.
No,
Yes.
it was the Dolphins.
Oh
and
no,
Patriots.
Dolphins and Patriots. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Yes,
Okay.
right. That's right.
Yeah.
So Dolphins and Patriots. This would be a great matchup, but unfortunately, I would see this in favor to the Patriots. So, final score 26-17 in that one. So, now for the NFC, that would be
The Cowboys. I think it's the Cowboys and the
Cowboys, Packers,
Falcons.
Hawks,
Cowboys and Falcons, and the Packers and the Seahawks.
Okay, Cowboys and Falcons. This would be a close matchup. I mean, between these two teams, this, in my opinion, would come down into an overtime game, and it would go into favor, in my opinion, to the Cowboys, 27-24.
Nice.
And the other one, which was the Packers, Packers and Seahawks.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I would go with the Packers in this one, 26-20.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. Now it's time for the championship rounds. Mine is the Raiders versus Steelers and the Seahawks versus the Falcons. And for the NFC, gotta go repeat. This is going to happen. Repeat NFC champion, the Atlanta Falcons. The Atlanta Falcons will go back to Super Bowl 52.
Gee, I wonder who your AFC pick is.
Yeah.
And the Oakland Raiders and the Pittsburgh Steelers. I just think with the offense is just going to be too much for Oakland's defense. Give me the Steelers to go and face the Falcons in Super Bowl 52.
And they will win.
Just go ahead and say who you
0.
think is going to win the Super Bowl.
Anyways, Alex.
Go ahead and say your predictions first, Alex. The Super Bowl's supposed to be the anthem.
Okay, fine. For the AFC, I have Raiders versus the Patriots in the AFC Championship. And they're going to move on to the Super Bowl.
The Raiders? Really? Awesome.
NFC, I got the Seahawks and Cowboys. And I think the Seahawks will move on to the Super Bowl. So my Super Bowl is Raiders Seahawks.
Ooh, that's a good one. Luke Newcomb, what is your matchups?
All right. I'm going to do my best Skip Bayless impersonation.
Oh, God.
For the AFC North, for the AFC Championship game, the New England Patriots will crack under the pressure against the Baltimore Ravens. I swear to you, Joe Flacco will go on to win another Super Bowl, or he will go to be at another Super Bowl against the New England Patriots.
That's just so disrespectful. Why would you say something like that? Stephen A. Smith. Oh, my God.
Because I'm Skip Bayless and I have no idea what the hell I'm saying. Anyways, at the
I'm trying to be like Stephen A. Smith.
Yeah. And so at the NFC, I would have the Seahawks against the New York Giants. And for the Super Bowl, it's going to be Battle of the Birds, Ravens, Seahawks.
Ooh.
Interesting. That's for sure.
I could be wrong. But, it's predictions.
Steve Charisma.
So for AFC Championship, if I'm not mistaken, it would be Ravens and Patriots, I think.
Mhm. Yep.
And for NFC, if I'm right, I'm thinking Cowboys and Packers.
Yep, you're right.
Yay, that one right. All right, so for the AFC Championship, Ravens and Patriots. What?
Alex,
What?
why were you laughing, Alex? Oh, I thought you were laughing at something. My bad.
Wasn't laughing.
Yeah.
Continue on.
Yeah. All right.
I heard something.
Anyways,
I heard something. Anyway,
I
so
didn't
for
hear
this
anything.
game, this matchup hasn't happened since the Ravens last beat them in the AFC Championship when they went on to when they beat them, they went on to Super Bowl 47, I believe it was, and
Yeah.
so this would be a great matchup. It probably would be in New England, obviously, but I would like to see this matchup, and it would be, a great battle between these two teams, and I have to go with them because I want it to happen. I have to go with the Ravens over the Patriots. Justin Tucker, 47-yard field goal for the win, 26-23.
Interesting.
And for the NFC Championship, the Cowboys and the Cheeseheads, the Packers. I was stuck between these two teams, like which one I think has a better opportunity to go to the Super Bowl, and I had to go with this one. I think, honestly, it would be the Packers
Mm-hmm.
by a final score of 30-23, and that send them to the Super Bowl against the Ravens.
All right, so we got our Super Bowl matchups. Mine is Steelers-Falcons. Alex's is Raiders-Seahawks. Luke Newcomb's is Ravens-Seahawks. And Steve's is Ravens and Packers. So my Super Bowl matchup, the Falcons and the Steelers, would feature two of the top 10 offenses in the entire league. Julio Jones versus Antonio Brown, Devonta Freeman versus Le'Veon Bell, Ben Roethlisberger versus Matty Ice, Matt Ryan. This would be a Super Bowl many people would want to see. Which offense would be the best under pressure? The Falcons would have definitely a good time keeping up with Pittsburgh's offense, and this would be a back-and-forth matchup. But in the end, though, defense ultimately wins championships. And what we saw last year with the Atlanta Falcons defense, they cannot hold a lead. If they do it again, it's not going to be pretty. But I have my Super Bowl 52 prediction. Pittsburgh Steelers 30, Atlanta Falcons 27. Alex, stop it.
Hey, I got an idea. Actually, guys, I have an idea.
What?
Can we predict each other's Super Bowl?
Surely.
Yeah, of course.
Super Bowl? All right, so if that were the case, if Lucas's Super Bowl were the case, I would say the Falcons.
So would I.
Steve, would you say that as well?
Yeah.
Yeah, I would.
I would say the Falcons because it would be it's a football match of redemption.
Mm-hmm.
It's Matt Ryan's redemption
story, and they don't blow a 20.
Yeah, which is bullshit.
So
yeah.
So yeah, Falcons would win 30-27.
Nice.
Just first.
I pretty much just stated it, Falcons.
Yeah, I'll just say Falcons. All right. Now my Super Bowl matchup is the Raiders and Seahawks, and got 3 words for you guys. And the words are the late Al Davis. Just win, baby. I got the Raiders winning the Super Bowl, and I think it would be a good matchup because I think Russell Wilson and their defense would have a really good matchup against the Raiders, and Derek Carr and their defense led by Khalil Mack. I think it's going to be a rough and pound. It's going to be a shootout. It's going to be a shootout, I think. I'm going to say Raiders win Super Bowl 34-28 in overtime.
Wow.
For me,
I'd say for your Super Bowl, Alex, I'd probably say Seahawks 28, Raiders 24. Would be my pick.
I'd say the Raiders. Because I think the Raiders have never won a Super Bowl since 30
a lot.
Yeah, they've been through a lot of stuff, and
the
only
been
time
through
they've
a
ever
lot
been
of stuff.
through a playoffs was last year, and that was
that was last
Derek
year.
Carr. but like the last time they went into a Super Bowl, far
Rich
ago.
Gannon.
2002.
And the thing is that
Rich Gannon.
yeah, and the thing is that both of these teams, I think the Raiders may have a chance to pull it off against the Seahawks. Because while the Seahawks does have the Legion of Boom, Derek Carr may pull off something incredible.
That's right. Something I forgot to mention. They have been through a lot of stuff. I mean, they wasted a first-round draft pick on Jamarcus Russell.
Jamarcus Russell.
Who is the worst quarterback in the history of the NFL.
No, Ryan Leaf is.
Yeah, Ryan Leaf.
Marcus Russell won more games than Ryan Leaf.
No, he didn't. No, he did not.
Ryan Leaf only won 2 games. Jamarcus Russell at least won 9.
I guess.
Johnny Manziel's tied with Ryan Leaf too, though.
I guess, but still, that's pretty bad. When you place the first bust.
Oh, of course, no, they're a bust.
Big old bust.
Mm-hmm.
That's my Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Next.
So is it my turn?
Next is Luke Nukem, I think.
All right.
Yes.
Super Bowl 52, and of course, you got to have the team with the famous 52 on it. It will be the Ravens against the Legion of Boom itself, the Seahawks. And because it has 52 on there, I have a feeling that it's going to be a sign. It's going to be somewhat of a prophecy. The Ravens might win Super Bowl 52 just well, because Ray Lewis was 52, but I figured that would be pretty awesome if that ever happened. But it's going to be a tough match, and I would say that Joe Flacco would put off a game-winning touchdown just to prove everyone wrong once again that he still got it.
Very nice.
Steve, who you got?
So that would be Super Bowl 52, Ravens and the Green Bay Packers. So, yeah, I mean, I would like to see that.
Wait, are we going to predict Luke's Super Bowl?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
In that matchup, Ravens, Seahawks. Quote the Raven evermore.
Yeah.
I'd probably have to go with Seattle, honestly. Just their defense. Just really, defense wins championships. I think the Seahawks defense would have their last drive.
Why you say Ravens?
Yeah.
No,
the only reason why you say the Seahawks because you're
I'm just looking at matchups statistically. I'm looking at the matchup. Like the Seahawks.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, I was going to say I just think the Seahawks just have the overall better defense. I just think their offense is just a bit better, but I think it'll be a high-scoring Super Bowl is what I was going to say. It's a high-scoring Super Bowl, like a 35-31 kind of game.
Yeah.
That's just where I'm coming from.
Yeah, but the thing is that, you say, like, defenses always win games. How did that work out for Seattle in Super Bowl 49?
That sucked because fucking Tom Brady.
Mm-hmm.
Tom Brady proves he can fucking perform black voodoo magic shit.
Mm-hmm. But yeah.
Right, sorry, Steve, but go ahead with your prediction.
That's fine. So between these two teams, the reason I'd like this matchup because I do like the Green Bay Packers. I was always a fan of Brett Favre back in the day when he played for them, and Clay Matthews and a bunch of other people that played for the Packers. And I'd like to see the Ravens back in the Super Bowl, basically. I mean, I really think they should get another championship, either third only. And they're undefeated in the Super Bowl. They've only been there twice, but they're still undefeated. But, yeah. So, this would be a great matchup. I don't think it would be high scoring, though, but it would be really close. So, and I think it would probably come down to a Justin Tucker field goal, probably with, like, less than 2 minutes to go, and they'll probably run down the clock all the way down. And it would give the Ravens the victory over the Packers by a final score of 30-27.
Wow. Oh, that's pretty big. That's
Now,
bold. Sure.
I'd have to agree the Ravens will win.
Okay.
Let's
For that one, I probably have
with
to
a
say go Pack Go. I would love to see
case
Aaron Rodgers win another one. I just think the Pack. I would love to see Aaron Rodgers win another Super Bowl. I'm sorry, not that one.
Sure.
Sure.
The Raiders probably have the better chance of being the Seahawks, though. The Ravens, it's tough though. The Packers do have. It'd be tough for the Ravens to beat both the Packers and the Seahawks. It'd be tough. That's just from looking where I'm at right now, but I could be wrong. I could honestly be wrong.
Okay.
Anyway, let's get
you
into
are.
week one
Oh, you are.
predictions.
So
guys
I
did not
thought, wait.
Alex didn't give his pick.
Hold on. I didn't get my pick. I didn't get my pick yet. Hold on. Geez.
Oh, I thought you said Ravens.
Okay, calm down. I'm gonna go Pack Go because Aaron Rodgers and the Packers are a much better team than the Ravens are this year. Same score as Steve, except reverse, and this time it's Mason Crosby. Crosby making the field goal instead of Justin Tucker.
It's like you said, a different
Week one.
Week one predictions. Now we get into week one.
Finally, all
The only
right.
teams that have a bye right now are the Miami Dolphins and Buccaneers because of fucking Irma. Fuck you, Irma. Once again, motherfuck you Hurricane for that bullshit. And motherfuck Roger Goodell and Hurricane Irma. Roger Goodell
especially the NFL because they have plenty of neutral sites they could have played at. They could have played in Philadelphia. They could play in Pittsburgh. They could have played in Jacksonville, New Orleans, Atlanta. They have two freaking stadiums right next to each other.
Yeah, exactly. They have Philadelphia, Pittsburgh. They have the Giants Stadium. Oh my God, it's so
Baltimore.
Oh yeah, they do have Baltimore because Baltimore's away week one.
Right, we're playing Cincinnati.
So now let's get
Orioles playing though?
Sorry.
Aren't the Orioles playing on Sunday though?
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah, that'll probably do something about that.
Well, yeah, traffic.
The Phillies aren't playing in freaking Philly. Bullshit. They should have played in Philadelphia or Pittsburgh.
Moving on.
Oh, wait a minute. I'm sorry. No, we're not home on Sunday. We're in Cleveland.
Oh, God.
So, you could have played in Baltimore.
So let's get into our week one NFL predictions. Starting out with the New England Patriots against the Kansas City Chiefs.
Who wants to start off?
I would like to. I'd say.
We can do reverse.
Oh wait, let's go reverse. Yeah.
Let's go reverse. Let's have Steve go first, then me, then Luke, then Alex.
All right. For this, Patriots and Chiefs, right? So I don't mess
Patriots
up.
and Chiefs.
Right.
Start tomorrow night.
Yes.
All right. So for this game, this would be a pretty good matchup, though. But my pick for this one would be the frickin' Tom Patriot Brady bunch. Final score 30-23.
As much as I want to see the Chiefs win, the Patriots are going to win. The only time the defending Super Bowl champion has lost their opening day game was the Giants back in 2012 when they played the Cowboys. That was the only time they lost. The last time a defending Super Bowl champion lost. So more than likely, it's not going to happen again. The New England Patriots are going to beat down the Chiefs and win. Final score: Patriots 27, Kansas City Chiefs 17.
I was gonna say New England's first loss, but I don't know.
If only were that easy.
Yeah, it's not easy because I really want to see them lose. I really want to see them lose.
Trust me, I do too. You have no idea how much I drank after that AFC Championship game.
I know.
I drank so much vodka, I literally almost got drunk then. I'm just like, fuck.
I drank so much after the Atlanta loss, but I don't drink anyways. I drink metaphorically.
Trust me, I was pissed too. So
yeah. But New England is probably going to beat the Kansas City Chiefs, but who knows? I could be wrong. So yeah, New England.
Alex.
Okay. Patriots have shown explosive offense again, even without Julian Edelman, who's going to be out for the year. They've got Brandon Cooks. They got Philip Dorsett. Oh, wait. Was it traded for, or is that someone else?
I think the person. Wait, what are you talking about?
Patriots traded. Got a wide receiver. I forget who.
Oh, yeah, it was Phil Dorsett. That was the for the
Philip
Colts.
Dorsett. Right. It was Philip Dorsett. They got Chris Hogan. So yeah, the Chiefs have a good defense, but they won't be able to slow down Tom fucking Brady, and they sure cannot keep it up. Patriots win big, 27-13 Patriots.
All right, next up is the hopefully
Sunday
Alex.
games.
Hopefully, Alex, you have the Sunday games, but hopefully the start of the 0-16 campaign for this team, the New York Jets versus the Buffalo Bills. Trust me, I like to see 0-16. Trust me,
That's
I
absolutely
just
right.
0-16. Trust me, I would love to see it. But what do you got to say, Steve, for this game?
I got the Bills definitely winning this one by final score 26-13 only.
You want to know my final score?
Oh no.
Bills 31, Jets 3.
That's reasonable. That's very possible.
Good Lord.
Luke, what happened to you? I guess you must have had to go do something.
Oh, dear Lord.
It's Mute.
Bills, Jets. Okay, the Jets come in here with so many issues, but the Bills aren't that far behind. I'll call this the tanking bowl because with the way these teams have been operated for the past few seasons, because they need something and they need something fast. The Bills have a better quarterback in Tyrod Taylor. That's why I'm picking them. Bills win 24.
I'm going to text his okay.
No come.
Yeah, I'm going to let him know. Just let me know when you get back. We'll just wait for him on now, but we'll go on to the next game.
Bills will win.
Okay.
I'm just going into my dorm room and charging my computer.
No worries.
Oh, sorry about that. Bills. All right.
All right.
Next
So
up.
the Bills. Next up is the Pittsburgh Steelers versus the Cleveland Browns. Steve, what you got?
Which game is this? I couldn't hear over
The Steelers and Browns. No worries, you're good.
Okay, great. Oh, great. That. Nah, I'm trying to be funny in this one. No, that's not gonna work. Steelers over the Browns in this one, no doubt. I mean, there ain't gonna be no upset. There ain't gonna be no upset pick in this. Steelers 23, Browns 10.
Here's what I gotta say about this game. One of the things I also found out is today, Myles Garrett hurt his ankle, and he might not play against. He's doubtful against the Steelers, so more likely he will not be playing against the Steelers. And yet he said, "I want to chop down Ben Roethlisberger," and yet that's not going to happen, buddy. The Steelers are going to take down the Browns pretty easily. Even though the Browns will definitely give them a good fight early, Pittsburgh's offense will be way too much. Le'Veon Bell, James Conner, Martavis Bryant, Antonio Brown, and more will definitely take down the poor Cleveland Browns. Final score, Pittsburgh Steelers 34, Cleveland Browns 17.
Steelers, and there's nothing else I could say about that, but yeah, the Steelers are gonna whoop their freaking asses, and yeah, Steelers.
All right. This is the Joe Hayden Bowl.
Yes, it is the Joe
the
Hayden
Browns
Bowl.
cut. Reason why? Because the Browns cut him last week, and the Steelers signed him that very same day. It'll be interesting how they use him here. Pittsburgh is considered contender. I'm not sure why. While the Browns are playing for the future. They will start rookie Deshaun Kaiser quarterback, which will be a challenge against the curtain in quotation marks defense. The Steelers win, but I think the Browns keep it close. 15 Steelers.
Okay, I can honestly see that. I can honestly see it being close, though. I will say, like, in a mindset, they might little lower down a little bit to them, but I could see that, though. But yeah, I still think Steelers will win. But anyway, next game, another blowout. Yay! The Atlanta Falcons and the Chicago Bears.
Yay!
I'm sorry, that was from like one of the, like, it was something I saw from YouTube. So
Yeah.
Steve, what do you have for
All right.
Falcons Bears?
This matchup is definitely, not a good one to watch. I mean, this could definitely be a blowout, but for my final score for this one, I got the Falcons over the Bears, 30-17. Probably gave them a little too much points for that, but that's what I'm going with.
Wow, you actually picked the exact same score I was gonna give it, Steve.
Really?
Yep, 30-17. The exact same score.
Wow.
Wow. Well, that's something.
Luke Newcomb, who you got?
What I got, no contest whatsoever. Atlanta Falcons beat the Bears.
Alex?
All right. Falcons Bears. The defending NFC champions open on the road, but the Falcons are in a different class now. Matt Ryan and company should put up some points, and the improved Atlanta defense will limit the Bears offense. The Falcons take it. Final score 31-17.
Wow. One more point, Alex. You really had to say it there.
Really?
Next up is the Baltimore Ravens versus
Yes.
Cincinnati Bengals. What do you got for this one, Steve?
Okay. So we open up the season on the road against Cincinnati. So, Flacco is supposed to be healthy, as he said, for the start of the season after missing all the preseason games, but that should be no problem as he has the new wide receiver Jeremy Maclin, and Rashard Perryman, and also
Kamar Aiken?
Kamar
No,
Aiken's
Kamar
go-
Aiken's on the
No,
call.
he's gone, thank God.
Oh, my God.
And then they got a couple other players as well that hope to do pretty well. But despite the injuries to Albert McClellan and a couple other players, it should be no problem for the Ravens in this game against the Bengals. But it could be to some folks it may be a problem. But I think it'd be close, though. I think it's going to be pretty close, and it's going to come down to a potential Justin Tucker field goal and give the Ravens the win. Final score 23-20.
All right. This is a close one. This really is up in the air, honestly. Both these teams will definitely be firing at all cylinders this game. It'll be a pretty close game, and one I'll definitely be watching. I'm just trying to think because this is really this is definitely a definition of a toss-up. But
Sure.
honestly,
Right.
Bengals have had the Ravens number recently. And Joe Flacco not being 100%, but he is healthy, but not being 100%, not playing all the preseason. He might show a little rust. But I just think in the end, I think it's going to come down to like a crazy field goal by a Bengals kicker. I don't know who it is, but
Randy Bullock.
give me the Cincinnati Bengals in a low-scoring matchup, 17-14.
It's Randy Bullock. That's the kicker.
Oh, Randy Bullock? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, he kicked the Steelers like one game.
Tom Brady hasn't played one single game in the preseason, and neither has Joe Flacco. But still, 100%, I will say that the Ravens will defeat the Bengals. Without a shadow of a doubt.
Yes.
All right, Alex.
Flacco, I believe in you. You can do this.
The Ravens expect Joe Flacco to play, but he's coming off a back injury. How effective can he be, honestly? The Ravens have had a ton of injuries this summer, guys, but I think the Bengals start off the winning record. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. Bengals win 20-13.
All right, next game on the list.
Sorry.
God, damn it.
Yeah, I know. Trust me. It's a toss-up pretty much.
Fudge.
Next
Packers.
up, Arizona Cardinals, baby, versus Detroit Lions.
Cardinals, baby.
Cardinals will beat the Detroit Lions. I'm just going to start off and say it.
Steve, who you got?
I do have the Cardinals winning this game as well, but however, in overtime, 26-23, game-ending field goal.
I like that. I'm actually going to have to disagree with you guys on this one. I think the Detroit Lions are going to win it. I think
Bullshit.
it's going to be a cardiac. It's going to be like that cardiac kiss thing that they did last year. Matthew Stafford's going to come down for a late run in for a touchdown. Final score 20-17. Detroit Lions. Alex?
Interesting factoid about this game. Matthew Stafford has the highest paid in the NFL. A lot of pressure. He faces a damn good Arizona defense that can pressure the quarterback. The Cardinals defense that doesn't rush the passer well. I think this game also goes to overtime. I'm going to say 21-27.
Ooh, wow. Very close team. Next up is the Oakland Raiders versus the Tennessee Titans.
This match.
This is probably the best week one matchup. Probably the best week one, probably the best 1 o'clock matchup out of all of them. What do you have to say first, Steve?
This, I think, would be a good match. This, I think, would be a pretty good matchup, and I think it'd be close as well. And I think it's going to come down to a deciding touchdown by one of the teams, and I think it's going to go in favor to the Oakland Raiders. Derek Carr to Michael Crabtree touchdown for the win, 30-23.
It's going to be close, that's for sure. Oakland Raiders and Tennessee Titans, this will be definitely a good matchup to watch. Both offenses slugging it out. It's going to be a high-scoring affair. But in the end, though, I just think Tennessee, their home field advantage, it's going to be something different this year. And I got the Tennessee Titans winning 36-33.
Interesting.
This is also a tough matchup. I mean, yeah, I wish I could see this match on television instead of every other Houston Texans game.
Seriously. You have to watch the Houston Texans.
No, I don't have NFL Red Zone.
Sucks.
I know, but
Red Zone?
I don't have Red Zone. Yeah, that stinks. But anyway, I'm actually kind of pulling for the Raiders on this one. But it's going to be a tough match.
That's so funny.
Nothing.
Oh, yeah.
Moving on. My turn?
Yeah, it's your turn.
Your turn.
Both of these teams, Raiders and Titans, are trendy playoff. I see them both winning their respective divisions, which makes it a big statement game right out the gate. The Titans love to run the football, and the Raiders are horrible against the run. So look for the Titans to get their running game to give it their best. Titans win. Close to the game, very, very close. 21-20.
Next up, we gotta do something in honor of Mr. EDP445.
Oh God.
EDP445. Ryan Moreland with his channel being struck down by trolls. Stupid bullshit copyright claims. Should have had Joe fucking Mixon. Eagles versus the Redskins. This is the next matchup. Steve, what do you have?
Another close game in this one, in my opinion. I think this another game that could be decided by, once again, another touchdown, and I say the Redskins over the Eagles. Final score 23-17.
Who'd you put up? Oh. All right.
Well, it's Lucas supposed to go next, but he's muted now.
Sorry, no worries. I'm back.
Okay.
So my pick for this matchup, sorry about that, is the Eagles versus the Redskins. Whew, this is gonna be a good game. I think the Eagles and Redskins are definitely two teams heading into two different directions. The Eagles will definitely be on the rise this year, and I'm picking the Eagles to fly. Eagles fly to win this game, 23-14. Eagles.
I would say I would concur. I'd say the Eagles would beat the Redskins.
And Alex? It's another great. Alex.
Give it time.
All right.
He will come back.
All right, he'll come back. Before we get Alex's, we'll wait for Alex's pick, but next up is the Jacksonville Jaguars versus the Houston Texans. What do you got, Steve?
The Houston Texans and Jacksonville Jaguars. So, yeah, once again, another game, coming down to more touchdowns. I know I'm saying that a lot, but I don't care. It's just this way I say the predictions. I mean, this is the way I see it. So I say the Houston Texans for the win over the Jaguars, 27-20.
I got the Texans as well. I just think Houston's defense will be a bit too much for Blake Bortles and the Jacksonville Jaguars. So give me the Texans to win this game. Low-scoring affair, 17-10.
I don't think this is even a match. I mean, Houston Texans obviously got this.
They do have a better defense. I just want to see Deshaun Watson play once this year. Because I do like Tom Savage, though, from Pitt, hail to Pitt, but,
Mhm.
I left the group chat. So we'll wait for Alex to come back. Next up is the Indianapolis Colts versus the Los Angeles Rams. Who do you have, Steve, and why?
I have I got the Rams over the Colts by a score of 23-13. And why? Because the Colts are banged up this year. I mean, Andrew Luck has been hurt, I think. The Rams are pretty much healthy. I don't think Luck is going to be in this game. I think I read he's out. But,
He is out.
so I don't know. I don't know who the backup is supposed to be. But
Got Tolzien.
never heard of him. But
It was awful.
good to know. So anyway, Rams over the Colts,
Voila.
23-13, and why I go with that? Because it seems like the right choice.
Sorry about that.
Lucas.
No worries, Alex. For your picks real quick before I go on mine. Philadelphia Eagles versus Redskins.
Redskins 28-23.
Wow, EDP will not be happy for you.
I don't care.
He's like, what the fuck? And then also Jacksonville Jaguars versus the Houston Texans. What do you got?
Texans 14-10.
That's pretty good. That's close to mine. All right, next up is right now is Alex, the Indianapolis Colts versus the Rams. And one fun fact, one of my homies, Mark, is going to be at this game. He'll be there in Los Angeles. He'll be flying out tomorrow night to go to Los Angeles. So, yeah, this is going to be a fun game for him. I cannot wait to see what he has to say about this the stadium. But I think the Rams will come out with the victory. Very low-scoring game, but I think it will be close. 10-7.
Oh.
10-7.
Really?
Oh.
Can I go with Indianapolis 9 and Rams 6?
Really?
Just by 1 point.
Yeah, this game's going to be a dud.
My friend paid hundreds of dollars to go see it.
17-13 Rams.
Nice. Now we got the Fox game of the week. The NFL game of the week on Fox. The Seahawks versus the Packers.
Well, that means Beavis and Butthead are going to be calling that one.
Oh, isn't it oh yeah, it is Beavis and Butthead. I first think of CVS. It's going to be Tony Romo
and Romo
for CVS.
Yeah, Tony Romo's going to be an announcer now,
which is pretty funny. But hopefully he doesn't get injured going to the announcing booth.
Oh.
Sorry, I had to.
I just want Gus Johnson to be at the Ravens
I agree.
game.
I think Gus Johnson doing anything is amazing.
Yeah.
He's the
I want
man.
him in the Steelers game. All right, so who you guys got for the Seahawks and the Packers?
Well, Lucas. All right, are we doing it in order?
Yeah, we're doing order. So Steve goes first.
Okay.
No fault.
This is a good matchup. I mean, I think personally it's gonna be not one of them games like it's gonna be like tied up 20-20, and I think it's just gonna be in favor to the Packers. Final score 26-20.
Oh god, I guess someone's in the chat. But anyway, I got this
Who's in the chat?
matchup. It's gonna be an interesting matchup, that's for sure.
Who's in the chat?
I don't see anything.
Honestly, this is going to come down to which offense to produce the most and which defense can stop the offense. So I got the Green Bay Packers win this game 30-27. What do you got, Luke?
Who do I got? Since I have the Seahawks beating the Packers, I would have to say that the Packers would beat the Seahawks week 1.
Nice. Alex?
Yep, I'm the same way with Luke. I think the Packers, the Seahawks will beat the Packers when it counts the most, and that's in the playoffs. And I think the Packers will beat the Seahawks in the regular season opener. Give me the Packers to win 27-20.
Nice. Next up is the Carolina Panthers traveling to San Francisco to play the San Francisco 49ers. What do you got, Steve?
This matchup is not a good one, and
It
it's
is.
how
Maybe not. I don't know.
anyway. But
If you
my
want to
pick,
share.
my pick in this one is definitely Cam Newton and his Panthers to get the victory over whoever the quarterback is for the 49ers. I don't care. 26-17, Panthers win.
I got the Panthers too. I'd like to see that the Panthers offense will definitely be interesting. I want to see how Christian McCaffrey does in week 1.
Yeah.
That's going to be interesting to say the least. But right now, give me the Carolina Panthers to win this game 27-13.
Panthers, moving on.
It's under the glory.
God, that was weird. I'm going to go with the Carolina Panthers as well. 28-25.
Nice. Now we got the Sunday Night Football
Game
matchup.
on NBC. Check a look at
Look at
this.
listings.
Thank you, Alex. Thank you. It is the New York Giants traveling to Dallas to play the Cowboys, and Ezekiel Elliott will be playing in this game while he's trying to file that lawsuit for the
I hope it doesn't get passed.
I hope he stays suspended 6 games. I really hope he does. He probably will be, but we'll see.
Oh, Giants
Oh,
and
Steve.
Cowboys. Here we go.
Giants and Cowboys, Steve.
Yes.
Here we go.
Yes. And with your hosts, Al Michaels and Chris Collinsworth.
Oh boy.
Let me just ask one question. Because we're not big fans of these guys announcers, I'm just going to say this real quick. Who do you prefer, Joe Buck or Chris Collinsworth?
Neither.
Chris Collinsworth.
Fuck, those are 2 terrible ones.
Well,
Neither.
that's what I had to say. I'm just saying.
Oh, do I got to choose them? Do I have to choose?
If
They
you
were,
don't-
you know, they were actually on a team back in
you-
2004. They were actually on.
You know what I would have for for Sunday Night Football? I
Who?
would just have JR and Al Michaels.
No, Mike Tirico and Al Michaels.
No,
Or
Jim
Gus
Ross.
Johnson and Al Michaels.
Al Michaels and Ray Lewis. There we go.
Yes.
Gus Johnson and Chris Collinsworth.
Anyway, for my prediction for the Cowboys and the Giants, this will be a good matchup, and I think it's going to be in favor of the Cowboys by 10 points, 27-17.
The only reason I'm changing my prediction, I was going to have the Giants, but my thing is the Cowboys got Ezekiel Elliott for this one game. I think I was going to change the matchup. So give me the Dallas Cowboys to win this matchup. It'll be a very close game. I'm picking the final score to be 27-24.
All right. Give me the New York Giants over Dick Prescott and Ejaculate Elliott.
It's Jack Elliott and Dick Prescott.
It makes sense, though.
It does make sense. You're right.
Anyways, Alex.
Giants 30, Cowboys 27.
And now we get into the Monday Night Football games. Starting with the Monday Night Football, we got the Saints and the Vikings.
Ooh.
And yeah, this is going to be an interesting matchup to say at least. This is at 6:55 p.m. What else?
Just the way you said it. You have to say that about every game. This is going to be an extra matchup, to say at least.
Anyway, though. Yep. Saints and Vikings, who you guys got and why?
Are we switching or are you starting with me?
Yep, still you.
Steve.
Okay, I'm just making sure.
No worries.
Okay, so this game is on 9/11. I just realized that, but that sucks. But this I don't think would be a close game though. It's the way I look at it. I didn't really think about this match too much, but I'm really leaning towards the Vikings in this matchup against the Saints. So final score: Vikings 27 and Saints 20.
Ooh, it's going to be a close game, that's for sure. But in my opinion, though, I think the Vikings do have the better defense, and I think they'll be able to give those Saints a run for their money. But I think this will definitely be a great matchup to watch. Final score: Minnesota Vikings 31, Saints 28.
I'd say that the Vikings will win against the Saints. And that's all I got to say about that.
All right, Alex.
All right, I'm thinking opposite. I'm thinking the Saints will beat the Vikings
Nice.
I was going to say that
Minnesota.
too.
The Saints will beat the Vikings because Drew Brees.
Yeah.
Final score 24-21.
One of the best pump-up champs ever.
In overtime.
All right, so next up is the last game of week number 1. It'll be
Last game on the list we have.
Alex, come on.
Be quiet.
Be quiet. We got the Los Angeles Chargers versus the Denver Broncos.
Should still be in San Diego.
Yes.
Still be saying exactly.
Yeah, they're better off San Diego.
Yeah.
Anyways.
So the LA Chargers first game in Los Angeles against the Broncos in the Mile High City. This I see this match honestly coming down to possibly getting close to overtime, but I don't think it is a possibility of it happening. I think the Broncos will pull it off against the Chargers by a final score of 27-24 by game-winning field goal.
Nice. For me, the Denver Broncos are definitely one of the better teams, defensive teams, and it's going to show against San Diego. This is going to be a slugfest, and I think that it's going to be very close matchup. So what I got to say is a final score for me, 19-16 Denver Broncos with McManus hitting a game-winning field goal.
I'd say the Broncos too. I'd say they will be the San Diego Chargers, not Los Angeles, because we already we have already the
They got the
two
same.
Los Angeles teams.
They got the same initials as the Clippers, LAC.
Yeah,
That's exactly right. You're right.
except there's only one good LAC, and that's the Clippers. For that question. And Denver Broncos will beat the Chargers, nonetheless.
It's definitely going to be a good matchup for sure. And Alex, to end the video off?
Yeah, I think that the Superchargers are going to super lose.
Yeah. Love tradition.
Broncos win, I'm going to say 24-21 in overtime.
Wow.
Interesting.
Superchargers.
So, yeah, that's it, folks. That's our week number 1 NFL predictions and our 2017 season predictions. Thank you all for joining us tonight. It's definitely a long video, but it was definitely worth it. Thank you all for joining us tonight. And tune in next week for week 2 and see how well we did. I want to keep a counter for every one of our picks. So, yeah, keep track at home, guys. Let me know what your predictions or your picks are for each week, and then that's what works is going to happen. And we'll definitely make sure we have a final goodbye, and then we'll see you guys next time on Pain&Gain Pick'em. So, everybody, say your final goodbyes.
Peace out, baby.
My name is Luke Nukem, and you've been blown away. Adios, amigos.
Peace out, baby.
Steve?
For Mr. Apizzle90, Alex Putnam, Mr. Luke Nukem, and Mr. LC Muscles, I'm Steve K, Steve Charisma. Thank you for watching this video of our Week 1 NFL seasons, picks and predictions, and enjoy the games. And, yeah, thank you all for watching our video, and you all take care.
All right, so thank you all for joining us tonight. And once again, motherfuck NFLPA and Hurricane Irma for their bullshit. And
yeah, that guy.
Yeah.
That guy. Come on.
Fuckface. And that's it.